The news from Washington struck like a lightning bolt. A revelation shocking in its depth and implications sent tremors across the globe. The government confirmed a breach of national security, the details of which were as startling as they were terrifying. Highly sensitive information, including war plans and intelligence assessments, had been compromised. The method of the breach compounded the shock. Top officials operating on an unsecured messaging app had inadvertently exposed the nation's most guarded secrets. This stunning lapse in judgment, a betrayal of public trust at the highest levels, left the nation reeling. The immediate political fallout was swift and brutal. Accusations flew, fingers pointed, and demands for accountability echoed from every corner. The very foundation of American security seemed to crack under the weight of this revelation. The breach, however, was not just an American problem. Its tendrils reached across borders, carrying with them the potential to destabilize global security and ignite new conflicts. The world watched, holding its breath, as the aftershocks of the Washington revelation began to spread. Fear and uncertainty gripped the global community, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in an interconnected world. The immediate political fallout was swift and brutal. Calls for resignations and investigations dominated the airwaves. The administration, already grappling with a multitude of crises, found itself on the defensive. Public trust, already frayed, plummeted to new lows. The security implications were even more alarming. The breach exposed vulnerabilities not just in communication systems, but in the very fabric of national security. Allies questioned America's reliability, while adversaries looked for opportunities to exploit the situation. The potential for miscalculation and escalation of tensions rose dramatically. The incident served as a stark reminder of the interconnected nature of global security and how quickly a single event could have far-reaching consequences. The world watched with bated breath, uncertain of what the future held. This was not just an American crisis, it was a global crisis. Beyond the immediate political and security ramifications, the Washington revelation also exposed a deeper, more insidious threat: the vulnerability of the digital age. The fact that highly classified information could be so easily compromised on an unsecured messaging app sent shockwaves through the scientific and technological communities. Questions arose about the security of critical infrastructure, the integrity of data, and the very nature of trust in a digital world. The incident served as a wake-up call, highlighting the urgent need for stronger cybersecurity measures and a fundamental rethinking of how sensitive information is handled in the digital age. The potential for misuse of the leaked information was vast and terrifying. From state-sponsored actors to rogue individuals, the possibility of the information falling into the wrong hands was a nightmare scenario. This incident underscored the fragility of our interconnected world, where a single breach could have devastating consequences, not just for national security, but for the global economy, scientific progress, and the very fabric of our digital lives. The global reaction to the Washington revelation was one of shock and disbelief. News outlets around the world blared headlines of the security breach, painting a picture of a superpower in chaos. World leaders scrambled to assess the damage and its potential impact on their own national interests. Financial markets reacted with predictable volatility. The uncertainty injected into the global system sent shockwaves through stock exchanges, with investors fleeing to safer assets. The incident served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the global economy and the fragility of peace in a world increasingly defined by uncertainty. In the court of public opinion, the Washington revelation fueled a wave of anxiety and distrust. Social media platforms became breeding grounds for conspiracy theories and misinformation, further amplifying the sense of unease. The incident left a scar on the global psyche, a stark reminder of the fragility of the systems we rely on and the ever-present potential for chaos in an increasingly interconnected world. As the dust settled, the world held its breath, bracing for the aftershocks. The long-term consequences of the Washington revelation remained unclear, but one thing was certain: the world had been irrevocably changed. The incident served as a stark warning, a call to action for greater vigilance, transparency, and a renewed commitment to global cooperation in an age of unprecedented challenges.